don't send nudes to people and all. It's not worth it at all. There's a lot of casual sex that's happening. It's the age of left and right swipes. I know of certain schools where, are you still a virgin? How can you?
What happens when they grow up?
When they're growing up and they're continuing to jump from one person to another, they don't realize what true love is. It ends up with lust.
Some kids self-harm themselves. It's very painful to see when they do that. I want to understand why they do it in the first place.
India is leading South Asian countries in teen suicide rates, and there are two reasons for it. One is academic pressure, and two is parental pressure.
Couple of patterns we see in this world. Either the parents are very critical.
You might think I'm being very good, I am correcting my child in everything. No, you're not doing any of that. You're just telling them they are incapable.
Or the other extreme is they have not got anything in their childhood. They want to give everything to the child.
The parent is actually guilty of not spending enough time. So they are compensating for their absence by giving the child presents.
For a kid who goes through like that, I'm not feeling loved, I'm not wanted, or I am the reason why they are fighting. In the real world, what happens to the kid?
This girl had a neighbor who she was getting that affection from. That neighbor was actually a pedophile. The point is, our children are getting molested right at home and they are not able to talk to you. If you are not able to talk sex to your child, how do you expect your child to come and talk rape to you?
Dr. Sharmila, and welcome to Greater Than Podcast.
Thank you, Suren.
I am so looking forward for this conversation. Any parent who's got a teenager has to watch this podcast.
Yes.
Any teenagers should also watch this podcast. Okay?
Absolutely.
I know you have thousands and thousands of following in Instagram, and every day incoming, you have a lot of people reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Both parents, kids also.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to start by saying, from all the incoming you get, can you tell me 3 issues which the parents come up with? 3 major issues which the kids come up with.
Okay. For parents, the first thing that they're having as a challenge is that the children are shutting off from them or not allowing them to come into their lives. Communication is a big challenge. Number 2 is they are having relationships or they're having friendships which the parents are not okay with and they don't know how to handle that. And the third one is academics is not happening properly or career choices are not happening properly. The parents are worried about the child's future and they want to know how to handle that.
So these are top 3 from
parents' side.
From the children's side?
Children's side, number 1 is parents don't understand them at all or they keep on misunderstanding them. They are also not able to communicate with the
It's
parents.
like a Gen Z who thinks the parents are boomers.
100%.
Okay.
100%. So they are like, why even bother trying? The second thing is they are also having their relationships or their friendships with the parents are not understanding or they're completely against. So they are not sure how to proceed with it. And the third one is that the parents are having problems which they are dumping on the child and the child is feeling very suffocated handling the parents' problems or they feel they are responsible for the parents' problems. So that's an issue that they are not able to.
They kind of go on a guilt and a blame game.
Yes. And there's a lot of mental health issues with the children also.
So these are incoming things you get.
Yeah.
So we start from the parents or kids. We'll go with the kids first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you said, let's start with the last one, right? Either single parents or parents fighting at home.
Yeah.
What happens to the kid? In an environment where the parents are fighting or they don't get along, what happens to the kids?
The child actually loses their childhood. They are having to grow up very fast and take sides between the parents, which is very tough for the child because they get confused. For them, their nest is broken at this point and they have to take sides. Otherwise, the parent is going to get angry. So they are confused about who to select. And the second thing is the parent is dumping all their anger or all the problem on the child and the child is confused. The child is also going through their own challenges and handling the parent's problem makes them feel like they are responsible for it. Because of them only, if the father is angry on the child, then they feel because of me only they are going through a breakup. So I am not good. So ultimately it comes to I am not good, I am not wanted, I am abandoned. That's what is happening in the child's life. And it's a very sad state to be in.
For a kid who goes through like that, I'm not feeling loved, I'm not wanted, or I am the reason why they are fighting. In the real world, what happens to the kid when it goes to school or college? What happens in a scenario like that?
they start searching for what they don't find at home outside, and unfortunately end up in the wrong areas, thereby losing their entire life because of that. And I'm seeing so many kids like that who are like, there's an absent father, they go looking for the father outside. And the first person who shows any kind of affection, I'm not even saying love, any kind of affection, they believe that that is love, and they end their life there. So whatever that other person wants, they go on and just do everything for that person.
Can you explain what do you mean by that? So what I'm trying to understand from here is,
Yeah.
The kid is not getting the love from the father.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So it's compensating by looking for something from outside.
Yes.
Even any little affection,
Yes.
it's going to fall.
Yes.
And it can go to a point where that person can really take the kid for a ride. It can be toxic also. So can you tell me, have you got any such cases?
I'll tell you one particular case. This was with a school kid, okay, girl. Father was absent. This girl had a neighbor who she was getting that affection from. That neighbor was actually a pedophile. He was using this girl left, right, and center. And this girl was allowing everything to happen because she felt that the absent father's love was being got from this person. And the worst part is, this neighbor then gets married. And after marriage also, he continues that relationship with this girl. So right through school, this girl is not studying. Her only work is to make sure that she finds that time where she gets that affection from this person. What she thought was affection was actually him using her for his needs.
This is very painful, Sharmila.
Terrible,
this is very,
it
very,
is.
very painful. How did you get to know about it? And what did you do?
It's very important to provide a safe, unjudged space for the children to be in. And when I actually had a conversation with this girl, there was so much of shame inside that she couldn't even, and she was failing all subjects. She was failing all subjects. Her parents had brought her to me because she was failing all subjects. But actually what was happening was, she was not even concentrating on academics because she knew what she was doing was not right. She knew this was not happening, and she was feeling like, whatever I do, I'm going to be a failure in life. So why do I even try?
And the parent had no clue. For them, it was only academic failure.
Only academic failure. Only academic failure. A very stubborn girl. But that was a hurt child who didn't know and who didn't know what to do about it.
It is a very, very painful scenario.
It's a very dangerous situation out there, and parents are absolutely clueless about what's happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely clueless.
So basically they've not given the child the time, love and affection it needed.
Yeah.
And the child had to find it outside.
Yeah.
This is one instance where it really went down very, very wrong, which is really sad. So what is the solution for this? Let's talk about solution here.
The point is, when this girl, after the conversation that we had and made her feel that she's loved, she's whole, she's complete and all of that, her academics turned around. The same girl was able to complete her school really well, get her an admission outside India, go, and she's actually doing well in her career right now. She was able to let go of that relationship because she understood that that was not love, that was her just being used in the whole process. It was tough for her, but somewhere someone had to tell her that she didn't have to get that love from outside. She first has to start loving herself and respecting herself enough and focusing on her life, which is what happened in her case.
God bless that child, but the hundreds and thousands of people who are going through stuff like this and don't open up, what message do you want to give for them?
I think it's time we build a community for these kids where they all feel loved, wanted, and cherished. Every single one of them is so beautiful and cherished, and they don't necessarily have to search for this outside and waste their life. It's terrible, Suren. It's like so much of potential lost in the search of parental love outside.
Okay, now let's start by first solving the problem, the root cause. So for you, your message is to the parents. Step number 1, what should they do?
Don't put your problems on your children, and don't make your children choose you. Be there. You've brought them into this world. Be there for them and love them for who they are. That's all. The minute you actually show genuine love on your child, they will stop looking for it outside. Husband and wife can go through breakups. That's your problem. Mother and father can never go through breakups.
That's your message for them, right?
100%.
So individually you can have issues, but when it comes to parenting, when it's for your kid, it's your mother and father. There's a role you have to play, and they need that love at that age.
100%.
Okay, so
Please don't make them search for your love outside. That's the worst you can do to your child.
okay, one is the second. They also have relationship while they're growing up, right? So, what's your take? Can kids have relationship at a young age? Tricky question, I know.
Well, I had a relationship at a young age, so I don't know if I'm the right person to answer. But having said that, it is very natural. Scientifically, during teenage, your hormones are all over the place, and it is very natural to feel attracted to someone. But look at that attraction as attraction. Don't look at that attraction as fatal attraction and be done with it. No. Your first responsibility is towards yourself. It's like when you're going on the flight, you first take care of your mask and then put it on someone else's face. First, focus on your academics, your education, your life, and get to a place where you are capable of making a life choice. Before that, don't stop your life before it's.
So it is very natural that you're going to be attracted. For the
100%.
message to the kids, it's very natural.
Yes.
But do understand it's also a phase of life.
Yes.
This is not final.
Yeah.
Okay, and understand what you can do, what you cannot do.
Correct.
And live your life.
Absolutely.
To the parents watching this, what would your message be if they have a kid?
Your child will have attractions. Accept it first. The minute you are able to demystify it and have conversations at home, they don't have to do this behind your back. The minute they don't have to do it behind their back, they are able to logically look at whether this will work or not work. Only you be there now, first present in your child's life. You are absent and you're telling no one else should be present. How is this fair? Yeah. So when you are present, you will make sure that everything else will fizzle away. The point is, they don't have to go and search for it. They will be attracted, period. And the point is, you were also attracted. You've just forgotten that you were attracted.
That's all. Now tell me this. We are in a society where if there's a kissing scene, the parents close the eyes of the child. And both of us know that technology, they've seen more stuff in the internet.
100%.
Right? To parents like that, what would your message be?
Actually, it's such a nice opportunity for you to start talking about what is kissing, what does that lead to. Start sex education at home. If you are not able to talk sex to your child, how do you expect your child to come and talk rape to you? You know, we are talking about relationship, kiss, this and that. The point is, our children are getting molested right at home and they are not able to talk to you. There's so many of them. Let me tell you, I had a 50-year-old who's such a strong lady, putting up such a brave front and all of that. And when we went digging deep in, this girl was molested as a 8-year-old. From 8 years to 50 years, she has been carrying this pain without telling anyone. Parents are dead and gone. But she still hasn't forgiven herself and her parents for not protecting her. And this was someone very close to the family. What are we doing?
So the person who molested was someone very close to the family.
Very close to the family. And the parents are telling the child, you have to give respect to the uncle. Not knowing that uncle should be.
Okay. There's a very important topic we're talking because molestation numbers in this country is very, very high. It's high time we talk in public what it is. Can you share to anyone listening, if they have a kid at home, what should they educate the kid first? What is right touch? What is wrong touch?
Yes.
How do you differentiate it? Can you first talk about that?
First, the parents need to talk to the child about what are their private parts. And that private part is only theirs and no one else should be touching it. And if someone touches it, the first thing that the child needs to do is yell and come and tell. Only when you tell can we do something about it. If you are closing for a kissing scene and someone is kissing the child, how will the child come and tell you?
Correct.
They won't. So you've not given the space for them to be open and tell you when the child will know when it is not right.
Hmm.
You've got to tell them, educate them that anyone, whoever it is, anyone is touching you and you are not feeling comfortable, yell at the top of your voice or immediately come and tell me, and I will be there for you. As a parent, you just have to let your child, no matter what,
Hmm.
you have got their back and you will be there for them. The minute they have that trust, they will actually start opening up and telling you the things that they are hurting. There are so many people who carry this to the grave, Suren.
Correct.
It's like not worth it to let our children go through
So
this.
this education has to start from what age? For the bad touch, rat touch, what age should we start telling the kids about this?
As soon as the child is able to understand. I started with Ashley when she was 1.5 years old.
Hmm.
I don't know what she understood, but right from the beginning, it's like we used to give our private parts funny names and all of that and tell them only yours. No one else should touch.
Hmm.
Children understand. They get it.
Hmm.
You've got to tell them that, and it's painful to be molested.
If somebody is going through it, what's your message for them?
It's not your fault. Okay, you don't have to feel shame or guilt about it. Rather, you should be very angry at the person who did that. Go and speak to your parents about it or a trusted adult. You don't have to go through this pain all by yourself. That's number one. And number two, if you are the parent and your child comes and trusts you and talk to you, listen to the child and don't turn it back on the child and ask the child, what did you do? That's the worst you can do to your child. And I have parents who actually shush the child because it's the family pride or what will the society think about it. Let the society think anything. In fact, if you don't stop this person right now, they will go on to hurt more children just like they've hurt your children. So you take a stance and stop it right then and there. That's for the children who are going through it. And we think it's only one gender which goes through it. Not at all. Let me tell you one story about a father who went through molestation as a young boy. That hurt him so much that today he actually has a girl child and he has stopped hugging that girl child because he's not able to bring himself to hug the child. While that is what is happening from the father's side, imagine what's going through the child. The child will actually feel unloved by the father, not knowing any of this back history. So, if you've gone through molestation, get it cleared up. Because if you don't clear it, you're going to that is going to reflect in all of your relationships. It is going to reflect even in your work because there's an anger and a guilt that you're carrying inside, which you should actually not carry. So go to a therapist, go to a counselor, talk to a friend, but remove that incident from your life and clean it up. You are a victim there. You don't have to feel guilty about it.
Correct. So that has to start at a very early
Very
age.
early age.
Sex education, when should we start?
These days, it's very important to start sex education earlier on itself because you have the cell phone in the hand and they have everything that is happening. Even cartoons these days have so much of sex happening, so much of violence happening. One, you protect it, but before you can close your eyes and feel the world is black, but the children know it. You might as well talk to them. I can give you a personal, I don't know. It's like once one child actually told my daughter, I love you. And me, that was in first standard. I was not even in India. I was there in the US and I am calling her and I'm telling her, baby, just like mommy, daddy love you, this boy also must have said, don't take it seriously. This first standard Ashley is telling me, that is different love. Kids know what is love, what is not love, what is... So you start as anything you want to start it at home itself. Give them in bits and pieces. Whenever you're watching a scene, something is not going all right, just tell them, this is what it is. It's okay. when you're married, you can do all of this. Your body is a temple. You've got to treat it right. You should not let anyone touch you. These are all simple things that you start talking about, and don't let your children figure it out by themselves. Or have conversations with their friends who are equally not aware of this. So start early.
So start early is the message for the parents, and it is very critical they have those conversations.
100%.
Okay, now tell me, couple of patterns we see in this world. Either the parents are very critical,
Sure.
correct?
Yeah.
They want to live their dreams through the kid.
Correct.
One extreme. Or the other extreme is they have not got anything in their childhood. They want to give everything to the child. Pamper, one extreme.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happens when both extremes happen?
Okay. When you're so critical about your child and you're finding fault with the child for everything, that is the program that you're putting inside the child's mind. Even after they have grown up, they will hear your voice telling them you're not good enough. And that is how they will behave in their life. No matter what, however bright they are, they will behave like they are not good enough, and they will not allow them a chance to actually succeed. So you might think I'm being very good, I am correcting my child in everything. No. You're not doing any of that. You're just telling them they are incapable. They are not good enough. That's the message you're giving, and your child will believe you. And if your child believes you, they will make sure that it comes true. You're spoiling a child's future. Don't do
You're
it.
basically giving a core belief,
Yes.
which is going to play out all through the life, where the
Yes.
kid, without even knowing,
Yes.
is going to make it true.
100%. The word belief itself has a lie inside it. And because of you, they are going to believe that that lie is the truth, and they will live that lie their entire life. Very, very wrong.
So parents who are critical, what is your message for them? What should they do?
First of all, you've done enough and more mistakes in your life. Someone forgave you. Just be magnanimous and start looking at all the good that your child is doing. And very simple, be the mother. Don't be the mother-in-law with your child. Okay, I know it's very...
That's a distinction, very cliche line, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's like the child is doing so many things, and they are doing it to get your approval and your attention and your appreciation. Give it to them, na. Why are you the child? Very interesting. They will never appreciate the child in front of the child. They will go around the world and say, my child is so good, this, that, but in front of the child, they'll tell everything that the child is doing wrong. What's the point?
Why do the parents do that? Especially fathers, no? Fathers cannot shower love. They can't show the emotion. So, and if it's a girl child, no, they always look up to the father as a hero.
100%.
And they want that approval, validation from the father, but the father never showers the love, generally in Indian context. What is the message for them? Why they should do that? Why should that break that pattern and actually tell the kid they love the kid? Hug, all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, till date, I haven't hugged my father.
Your father has not hugged you.
Correct.
Let's correct it correctly. Yeah.
See, that's where the child comes from. Like, something is not all right. That's why the father is not showing that affection. See, fathers, first of all, have not been taught how to show emotions out. They've been made to believe that you've got to be strong. You cannot show emotions. You've got to be tough. I'm like, you first be human. Okay? If you're human and you're able to look your child in her eyes and tell her she's precious and set standards for her, how she should be treated, she will make sure that no one else is treating her wrong. Okay? So just open your mouth and tell the damn girl that you love her. So she will stop looking for that love outside.
So step number 1 for all the fathers listening to this podcast, you want to tell them that it's high time you tell your kid you love the kid.
Yeah.
So that she doesn't need to look outside. That's
Absolutely.
step number 1, right?
Most
to
important.
critical mothers. I'm being very biased. I don't know why I always think critical is generally mothers.
Yeah.
Is that true or wrong first?
100%.
Majority.
100%. See, mothers, they are perfectionists. They want everything best for their child, and they want to make sure that their child gets everything that they did not get. That's all. The problem is not there. The problem is here. Don't live your life through your child. As a mother, the problem is she had her father's house. Then she has her husband's house. Then she will have her son's house. And then she will have her grandson's house. I'm just talking about the boomers. I'm not talking about the present generation.
Yeah.
So for them, they want to make sure that the child is perfect when they go out. So the mothers are very critical. You sit this way, they're coming from a space of love and tough love and all of that. But actually what comes out is that the child is getting a message that no matter what I do, my mother will never appreciate me. She will never find anything good in me, or she will always tell me what is wrong in me. Why? Why can you actually not give your child a hug and tell her she's good in this? Can we work on this one area? Why? It's actually much easier to tell the child and get the child to do what they want. When you're stop being critical, stop complaining about the child, and actually just love is a very easy way to get things done with children than being critical.
Okay, this is one extreme or critical.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other extreme,
Yeah.
where who pamper.
Yeah.
Who buy the kid everything they ask before they ask self buy, give them everything. What happens in that scenario?
The parent is actually guilty of not spending enough time. So they are compensating for their absence by giving the child presents. That is the pampering. What, I did not have this in life, so I have to give this to my child. That's what they are going and doing. But what they are doing is they are stealing the opportunity for the child to go through some challenges and become stronger version.
Correct.
When you are giving your child everything, the child, and saying, and that too, there are some mothers who do this. They say yes to their son for everything that the son asks. So the minute the son steps out, he never wants to accept a no from anyone. That's the root cause for all the problems that you're seeing outside, because the son has never been taught no at home. Not right. Why are you pampering the child? Why can't you just parent the child? Don't be too critical. Don't be too pampering. Just be a friendly parent. Do your role as a parent and allow the child to grow. There are certain things that they have to accept no. They have to accept love. Balance it out.
Can you explain what is balance here? Because now we said critical, we said pampered. For people watching, okay, now I understand I can't be both extremes.
Correct.
So what should I do?
See, I like to have a family code of honor. You jointly decide this is something that's acceptable to our family. These are some things which are not acceptable. Like, for example, very simple, no cell phones on the table. We have at least one meal a day together. We have open conversations, or we appreciate one another.
So as simple. A family, we sit together and set a set of rules saying this is how we're going to live.
Correct.
Every day, one meal together. Correct. While we're having meal, can we keep the cell phones off? And can we tell what happened on the day? Can we be honest to each other? Just get a set of rules.
Yes.
You're saying that's a good starting point.
That's a very good starting point. And you first follow the rules. The rules are not only for your children. If you say, children will never obey you, but they will always follow you. So you set the rule. You don't bring the cell phone on the table. You value them. They will value you.
Which means if you don't want the kid to watch television, you don't watch television.
100%.
As simple. So no matter what you say, the kid is not going to do, but they will blindly follow you if they see you're doing.
100%.
So that's a good starting point to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've spoken a lot about parents, right? Parents, critical, pampering, balance. Now let's go to the kids side of it, right? You're getting a lot of incoming messages, right?
Yeah.
And you said a lot of relationship problems are happening, right? Can you start with that? What age kids reach out to you? What kind of problems are you seeing right now in the present generation?
I'm seeing a lot of school relationships itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying 12, 13, 14, that age group. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not just I like you. There's also physical relationships happening. And it's in fact going to an age where I'm also seeing teenage pregnancies happening. Parents are unaware of it. Both of them together, the boy and the girl, they somehow reach to the hospital and get it taken care of, aborted.
You're talking, this is happening right now, and you're getting cases where you're helping the kids through this.
So I'm not saying I am.
You're getting the abortion done. I understand that, but you get to know stuff like this.
I do get to know stuff like this. This happens in school. This happens earlier on in college. And it's like the child or the teen or the young adult, they're telling, I'm going to school, I'm going to college. They're going to the hospital. They're getting the whole thing done.
So parents are not even aware this is happening.
Not at all.
The child has a relationship. She's got pregnant. And both of them gone to a hospital, aborted.
If they're going to the hospital and aborting, it's fine. There's a lot of malpractices happening. They're getting drugs over the counter. They're doing it.
And quacks and all that stuff happening.
It's sad, Suren.
So that's the reality we are living in. So that is one extreme of relationship. General relationship, what is happening? You're saying a lot of physical also is happening in today's world.
There's a lot of casual sex that's happening.
Okay.
It's the age of left and right swipes.
Okay.
And you've got to do it to fit in, to belong, because your friends are doing it. It's cool to have boyfriends.
So it's more peer pressure.
100%.
You're not cool if you're not doing it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of become the norm.
Yeah, I know of certain schools where, are you still a virgin? How can you? That's the conversation.
That's the reality.
That's the reality.
And parents, which world are they living in? They have no clue about this.
They are like, I won't give cell phone to my child. They are still sitting there. Here, your child is doing so much beyond the cell phone, which you're not even aware of.
Okay. So that's the reality we are living in right now.
Yeah.
Now, I want, just for casual sex you spoke about, what's your advice for parents and for the kids also? Because the kids are also going to watch this podcast.
Okay, I'll first tell the kid.
Yeah.
You don't have to go and give yourself to someone just because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
And don't send nudes to people and all. It's not worth it at all. If I know they talk to you sweetly, this, that, but then it's like you putting yourself out there for a predator world. Not worth it at all. You are very beautiful the way you are, and you don't need anyone else to come and tell you, looking at your nude self, that you're pretty. No, you don't need to do that.
So step number one, please stop. In this AI technology world, it's high time they stop sending whatever photos across. Step number one.
Step number one.
Come what may, whoever it is, whatever it is, let that message be loud and clear through this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're talking about casual sex. So what's your message for them?
There's a lot of it's this two timing and all happens. Okay, how do I tell this? The children who are having casual sex, do you really like this person? Do you really want sex? Is that why you're having it? Ask yourself the question. It's not worth it, because here you don't know this one person. I'll tell you this very simple. One school, okay. I'm not going to name the school, but I'll tell you.
Please do not name the school.
Of course not. They had this concept of A, B, C. Okay. 3 categories of girls. The A category girl will select a boy. They will, get together. They have this first base, second base, third base and all. They do all of that.
We're not going to explain this podcast. People who know it will know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So they do all of this stuff. And then she realizes this boy is not good enough. So she breaks up with him. The B is waiting for the A to break up because he is already selected. So B goes and selects that boy, and then they end up having whatever they are having. And then B also realizes not that interesting, and she breaks up. And then C is ready to catch that boy. So between the 3 of them, they pretty much all of them had sex together.
Which means it's the same boy going to these 3 people, technically.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's happening in schools.
It's happening in schools. Tuition class, schools, bathrooms, buses, trips, everywhere.
Okay, it's getting scary to listen to this podcast.
Sorry.
Personally for me itself, because it's reality hitting you, striking right. And no, it's not right or wrong. But what age is very critical when you actually get into a relationship, especially a physical relationship. What age is critical? Whom do you get along as a get together? Because these are emotions at play.
Yes.
And it's going to play all your life.
And there's going to be a lot of guilt and shame attached to it. It's not like you're done and dusted. No, it's there. It's all your body remembers what's happened, and it's not the reason why you get together with this person is not clear. It's just for the sake of society, just for the peer pressure. Don't do it. And somewhere as parents, we've made that topic so taboo, and we will not talk about it, that children are going through this, and there's a lot of abuse happening in that relationship. This youngsters, college kids and school kids and all of that, there's so much abuse, verbal, physical abuse going on, and the child is going through that alone because they don't have anyone to speak to about.
So the root cause is again parents
Yeah.
should start talking to the kids
Yeah.
and find that balance
Yeah.
where the kid can come and speak whatever they want. And that's a better way to start, which can at least the kids will take an informed decision when they do things
Absolutely.
rather than jumping into something just because of peer pressure. But based on what you've seen, what happens when somebody who starts casual sex very early, when they grow up, what happens?
If you really look at it, the root cause of why one person is going from one person to another person to another person is because they're yearning for something which this person is not giving it. Or rather, it is that negative self image that I am not good enough. If you really track it down, it could be something related to their childhood, a mother who was not present, or a father who was absent, or something like that. So they end up wanting that feeling of being loved. And once it's over, the question to ask is, how are you feeling after you've had that casual relationship? Are you feeling good about it or you're not? That's a first question to ask. And the second is, today it might feel very nice and um, it won't, no difference.
You might find adrenaline rush, it might look very cool right now.
Yeah.
So the first question you want people to ask is, how are you feeling after it's over?
Yes.
That's the first question.
That's the first question.
And second, today it might feel like adrenaline rush. Everybody's doing, I'm also doing it.
Yeah.
Looks like fun.
Yeah.
What happens when they grow up?
See-
A pattern like this, when they grow up, what happens?
For when they're growing up and they're continuing to jump from one person to another, they don't realize what true love is. It ends up with lust for them, which means they are not able to form real relationship. And whether it's in their 20s or in their 30s, they're still looking around, not being able to trust and form meaningful relationships.
Okay, so that's a very, very big one. For that reason, they have to really, really think.
Yeah.
If they really want real love relationships, they have to think about what they're doing right now.
Yep.
So we let them decide what they want to do.
Absolutely.
And let them be the judge for their lives.
Yep.
Do you also get issues of substance abuse?
100%. And substance abuse, there used to be a time where smoking and having a peg or have a small drink and all of that would be so exciting, and it's just thrill, and that age you want to do it. But now it's like they do bang on drugs are happening. They have these parties where your your drink gets spiked, and there's a lot that's happening. So
Okay, so have you got any parents who come up with you with kids who have substance abuse?
Yeah.
And have you got any cases like that?
I've actually had a couple of them who've gone through, they go in for a party and the child comes back home completely lost,
Stoned completely.
stoned. And the child tells the parent that someone spiked my drink. But actually, the child knows very well what they have done.
Why do somebody do that? Can you go for the root cause?
Yeah. The one thing that I've seen when children get into something like this is they want to feel included in these environments. They want to feel cool. They want to belong. They know internally it's not all right, but for that one time, they want to try it and just be that cool person. That's one part. There are also kids who are actually going through something very traumatic, something that is painful in their life. It could be a loss, it could be something that's happening in their life which they're not able to handle that pain. And in order to numb their pain, they start getting into substance abuse. But scientifically, if you see how these substances work, is when you start, it starts with a small dose and then your brain gets accustomed to it. So unless you increase the dose, unless you keep on increasing the dose, you don't get that same high. So you're setting yourself up for failure. Do you really want to do it? Is it worth it? Is a question you ask yourself. And the second most important thing is, if you think you can stop it by yourself, It's not going to happen, because by that your body is already tuned to it. So you really need help to get out of the substance abuse that you are in. So ask for help. And again, to parents, when they ask for help, you stop being the adding fuel to fire and jumping at them. Be empathetic and help them get out of this problem. Don't add fuel to fire. I know it is very painful for you as a parent. I completely understand. But when a problem has happened, it's like an accident has happened. You can't go and at that moment look at why did the accident happen. You've got to save a life. So get on the mode of saving the life and then providing an environment which will help the child get out of it. So that's...
Yeah, in the current generation, I think drugs is a huge issue with kids. And through this podcast, we really want to really sound it out, saying it's not worth going down that road. And it is going to be a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
If you're someone who's already in, it's time you go ask help.
Absolutely.
Right. And parents, please support your kids, right? Please support your
100%.
kids and be with them, empathize with them, understand. And this is the time the kid really needs you.
Yeah.
And there's some deeper reason why they've done. You need to find the root cause and solve it.
Yeah.
So that's the message we want to give. We also find this, Dr. Sharmila, that some kids self-harm themselves. It's very painful to see when they do that. I want to understand why they do it in the first place.
There again, Suren, there's something very deep inside the child is going through, a pain which they are not able to understand or nail or feel. So, in order to mask that, they want to put themselves through greater pain so that they won't feel that insignificant feeling inside, or the feeling of being rejected by someone or abandoned by someone, or feeling like they're not worth it. And if a child is going through self harm, there's a lot going on underneath that. And that's a sign for you to start helping them right at the moment. Because if you really look at it, Suren, India is leading South Asian countries in teen suicide rates. And there are two reasons for it. One is academic pressure, and two is parental pressure. Not worth it at all. Academics is a part of life. It's not the life. And as parents, I know we want the best for our children, but we need to first allow our children to live and then let them get the best, you know. And it's so sad that children go through this.
Can you please give a message to the kids who do stuff like this or who have peers who do it? What is your message for them?
Don't do it, Kana. It's not worth it. Why should you harm yourself? For what? What have you done? And if you actually feel like harming yourself, I think it's very important that you reach out for help. There are counselors. If the counselors are not there, there's so many people outside online willing to help you. Just reach out to the right people, get support, and stop harming yourself. Harming yourself is not the solution at all. Don't do it. And you're very, very precious. You're very loved. Though the situation outside is showing you that you're not loved, that's not the case. There's so many people out there who really care for you. Please talk to someone and get help.
And there's a lot of bullying also happening, body shaming happening. Can you talk about it? Because I think we really need to put it out and open for kids going through this. They really need to ask for help or tell somebody that this is going through, or else the parents also want to know this is happening, right? Can you talk a little about that?
See, during the teenage years, it's very confusing because the body is going through a lot of change. It's showing up on the face, it's showing up as body hair, it's showing up as secondary sexual characteristics coming up. And there's a lot of comparison between kids who's like, I'm not looking good enough, or she's looking cool, she's looking better. And so much so, there have been times where boys in school compare the size of their penis, and that makes them feel so insecure and insignificant, leading to suicides. That's how deep it is for that child. For a parent looking at your child, you'll tell them you're looking beautiful. because in your eyes they always look beautiful, but for them it is very real, because they are getting bullied by people around them about the skin color, about the dress they are wearing, the phone they are carrying or not carrying. There's a lot of pressure that they are going through in school, in their societies and all of that, and it's very real. So first, don't um, demean it or make it too small. It is real for them. Learn how to handle it. And for the kid, somewhere accepting yourself and allowing your body to grow is very important. And if someone is telling you something and it's not okay for you, voice it out.
Yeah, the
You
kid needs to go tell.
voice it out. Whether the body size, there's so much that kids are going through, Surya. And I know it's very, feels like the kids are going through so much, the parents are the villain. That's not what it is. We need to be there to help our children through this. What we went through as kids and what our children are going through, it's so different. They've seen a whole epidemic or pandemic that has happened. They are having schools happening inside cell phones. You're telling them no cell phones. There's so much of confusion that's happening, and the hormones are going up and down. If you have a child who has just attained periods and you're having a parent who's having perimenopause, that's disaster there.
Mhm.
Your hormones are also all over the place. Your child's hormone is also all over the place. And if you keep on fighting, home cannot be an environment where you come because you're fighting. It should be a place which is healing you and helping you cope through all that you're going, because it is very real what's happening inside the body for a teenager.
Correct. See, body shaming, bullying, I don't think the kids go and tell at home also. So, can you tell me what is the message you want to give to kids who are going through it?
First of all, what if someone is bullying you about your looks or anything at all? It's not okay. And you should be able to stand up and say, it's not okay, and ask for help, whether it's a teacher or a counselor or a mentor or your parent. Just go and tell them. And sometimes it's the parent who is bullying the child. They tell them, you're not looking fair, you're looking too fat, you're looking too thin. Grandparents, everyone around, you're not eating properly, you're too thin, you're too skinny. Stop talking about the child's body, for heaven's sake. Everyone's body is different. Your hand, 5 fingers are different. Why are you telling the child how they are looking? And they tell it like a joke.
Yeah.
But it goes and sits as a scar.
Correct.
For my entire life, I wondered why I am so dark.
Because somebody put the thought in your head.
It's okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So if you're a parent watching that, grow up.
Yeah. Correct.
Sorry.
And if your kid going through it, it's time to ask for help, right? Ask for somebody who's authority figure. Go tell them what's happening and please seek help.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to switch gears because we are going too much on this tangent.
Yeah.
I feel the kids are very smart today.
Oh, yeah.
They're very good in technology. They're extremely smart. And we have a very outdated education system, correct? Education system which was started by British to create factory workers, which we still follow.
True.
Correct? So the system is outdated. The kids are very smart. They know technology better. And the teachers are not as good as they were before 10, 15 years before. Correct. Which is a potent combination for disaster.
True.
In an environment like this, where the parent is forcing the kid to do something, and the kid has no clue what to do or wants freedom to take the choice, what are the problems that are happening right now? What problems do you face?
See, we are in an era where the children have goldfish attention span. They get it like this. They're very sharp. They get it. They are born into technology. Unlike us, where we have to migrate into technology, they are born into technology, so they get it. But the teachers want them to do certain things a certain way, rote learning. That's how it has to be done. Memorize and repeat, and the children get bored. So when they get bored, they shut down. And when they shut down, they just don't want to study. So that's where the academic disinterest is coming on. Second is there's a lot of these competitive exams that's coming up. So there's a lot of pressure. Whether you're studying or not, you have to go sit down in these classes and make sure that you're studying for the competitive exam, and you've got to get 99.9 marks for you to be able to crack that and get in. So there's a lot of stress the child is going through. Third is when they are studying so hard, they completely cut down on any sort of physical activity or anything outside academics is not acceptable. You have got to charge the phone to allow it to function properly. For the child also, it's the same way. No, you give them a balance so they're able to do. So you know balance, and then the more and more the child is sitting and studying, their performance actually dips. They're not interested. They don't want to do well. And they also, the more they know they are not all right, they put on the mask saying, I'm a rebel. Don't come to me. That's all I can do. And they start believing they are good for nothing. I have this one kid who comes, brilliant kid. Anything you tell her, she will get it like this. Failing all subjects. Why? Because the teacher told her you're good for nothing. And second, you've changed so many schools that she has no friends who she can connect to. There is no motivation for her to study. And the worst part is the parents are bringing the child, we are having this conversation. They are laughing in front of the child and saying, if she passes, that's the big news for us. So you have given the program that she will never pass. She is only the self-fulfilling prophecy. She is making sure your words are coming true. What's the point?
So one of the things, first thing we have to tell is parents have to be very watchful of what they say to the kid and what do you tell others about your kid when the kid is present. Very, very watchful, because it's a subconscious programming you're doing and they're going to play out this life. So you're saying, one, the pressure is very high and academics, some kids don't have interest because of whatever is happening. Now for critical parents who want the child to be successful, because they're coming out of love only. We know the parents out of love. They want the child to grow. They're pushing the child to go through this. What will your message to be for them?
First, make your child understand why they have to study. Okay. And understand whether they are really interested in that. There's scientific ways to understand what your child's career prospects could be. Get it scientifically tested, because each one of us, even our learning styles are different. The way we understand certain things are different. So once you get that straight and you know what career choice will help and they are interested in studying, they will definitely do it. None of your children want to fail in life. They all want to pass. They just don't know how, or they're being given the wrong way of learning, which is not working for them. So instead of just pushing it down the throat, get the right support and understand what is it that your child would really want and help them through. And when you help them through, it's like you tell them what to study, but you never tell them how to study. Get them the how to study help and they will do really well.
Okay, that's a good starting point. You started by saying the number one problem you get from parents is the child doesn't communicate. Correct? They don't talk at all. No matter what you say, they're not saying anything. Or when they ask a lot of time, they really shout. So if a parent's watching this, they have a kid like this, what should they do?
First of all, you're running a marathon. You're not running a sprint. So give it time. I'd say parenting is a roller coaster ride. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. And if you are going to go through it alone by yourself, it's going to be very scary. But you and your teen are part of the journey. It's like you're going on Disneyland and you're going on that roller coaster ride together. You're going to have fun. So bring them in. If they are shutting down, means they have already in their mind know that whatever they come, you've not done homework, you've not had food, you've not folded your clothes, you're telling them everything that they have not done. Any normal person will shut down. If you go and do this in your office and you tell an employee every single time that they are not doing anything right, one, they will quit and go, or they will shut down. That is what is happening at home also. Okay. So don't take your children for granted, number one. Number two, so you open the communication channel. You talk to them about how things are and shut up and listen to them. I know it's very strong, but if you actually open your ears, both your ears, and hear them, allow them to talk, without giving advice, they will start talking.
Hmm.
And if you really listen, whatever they are talking, they are actually in one way or the other asking you for help. Most of the kids, they only want your take on things, though they might not tell you that. Give them the space. And when they are yelling, that means you've been over lenient in everything. You have not drawn the line. You've allowed them to get away with everything. And if you really see, there'll be a problem at home where you are asking your child to take sides between the parent and your child is actually misusing the situation. You've got to bring that balance back in. There are certain things in your family which is a clear no. And you've got to follow it. A no is a no. If you keep giving a no and turning that into a yes, your child will quickly learn that any no can be turned into a yes. That's why they are yelling. Let them yell. If you can still, you be a parent there where you are saying, if your child's life is at risk, you put your foot down and say no, and that no cannot change. That's it. They will learn.
So you should know where to draw a line and stick to the line. Then you'll slowly train the kid where the kid also understands a no is a no. No matter what it does, it's not going to happen. So you need to train that. Now for parents who complain that the kids are on the gadget, always, what is your message? What do we do?
Okay, why are they on the gadget?
Good question.
Why are they on the gadget? Okay. One, that's a place where no one is coming and telling them you're not good enough. Second, someone or the other is always giving them a like on Instagram or this and that, telling them you're good. Then third is you're having communications at your intellectual level. No one is giving them advice on the phone. So it is actually a very welcoming space and a very safe space, which is why they are on the phone the whole time. I know it's not ideal for them to be there. What are the non-phone activities that you can do together as a family is something that you've got to come up with. Make it exciting for them. If you're sitting and talking about the same thing, children get bored. So come up with activities, come up with experiences that your child will cherish. When you're going out on holiday, are they on phone?
No.
So you come up with something where you're doing some physical activities together. If you have two children, go out on date nights with each of the children separately. So that they feel welcome, they feel wanted, they feel cherished. During that time, have conversations with them. You want to be a hands-off parent and you tell them that they should not be on their handset. Not going to happen.
Okay. So that's the real truth. Can't help it. So they really need to work on this and try to create activities which they can be with the kids so that they can slowly come to offer. I get that about the gadgets now. Now tell me, if it's a single parent, especially a women, if they have a kid growing up, I know you've been through it. You know it very, very well. It's not an easy world out there, correct? So they're already fighting the world. They're doing a career, which is going to be tough. Plus they have a teenage kid at home, which is not easy. What is your advice to them?
First, stop fighting with your child. Not worth it at all. Okay. And sometimes I've seen mothers, whatever their anger on, whatever they are holding on against their parents, their in-laws or their husband and all of that, they take it out on the child. And they expect the child to live a very perfect life. Not going to happen. Okay. You are not perfect. Your child is not perfect. That's the perfection of this relationship. First, accept and get on the same page. If you've got to say sorry to your child for putting them through this, be humble enough to sit, look them in the eye and tell them sorry and you tried everything. If you're able to tell that, that itself opens the child up. And the child is also going through the trauma of not having the other parent. Be empathetic towards them. Stop finding fault with the child because the child is also equally finding fault with you. If you guys are on the opposite team, it won't work out.
Correct.
But if you can actually come on the same page together and help each other grow, it'll be such a beautiful relationship. I am what I am because I was blessed to have a daughter who walked along this path with me.
I know the way your relationship with Ashley has worked, and today you guys are giving back by working in this parenting space where both of you work together.
Yeah.
And can you tell me how that started and how is it going?
So initially it was the same. We were having fights like dogs and cats, and it was just home was like a hell. That is how it was. And then it started showing on her academics, and I was sitting at this parent teacher meeting where the teacher just flung that report card on my face and said, "Your daughter has failed all subjects and she's socially incapable. You've got to put her in some special school." And it just it came like a bolt to me, and I started crying in that classroom, sixth standard classroom. I still remember it was very embarrassing. I felt like a failure inside, good, not good enough. All of that was going on inside. And in that moment, I had an option to let the teacher tell my child what she's capable or not capable, or become that parent who would show my child that anything is possible for her. So that is where we started turning around. I sat down, I told her that, Papa, I had also failed in my maths exam. Correctly, genetics is playing. It's all right. Let us work on this. And the minute I became a human with her, got down from my parent pedestal and got on her same page as a human, and talked to her. And then we started working on a lot of things together, not just academics, on personal development. Like she went on the stage, she started speaking, she wrote a book, she started a company. There was so much more. And I became her number one fan, Suren. No matter what. I mean, I had 1,000 things that was wrong in my child. But there was one thing that was brilliant. I caught on to the one thing, added on more things. And I am surprised that by the age of 18, she went to the college of her dreams. She has trained over 10,000 children. The same child who the teacher said was socially incapable goes on to training 10,000 kids, goes on to London School of Economics. I am in awe of the girl.
So basically, you just became a human and a friend.
Yeah.
You went to her level, had an open conversation,
Yeah.
and said it is okay to make mistakes. This is how learn and grow, and work on the one thing she's good at and start slowly building it. And if you give them the space and environment, they will shine.
Absolutely.
As simple as that.
100%. And the best part is they won't shine alone. They will be there as part of your life and make sure that you shine along. It's like there was not 1 minute that she let me alone. There were times where I was sitting like a victim, and she just didn't let me sit. She's like, we can do more. Let's figure it out together. And we've figured it out together. Everyone is, there's no one size fits all, but that relationship is worth much more. Can you give that relationship the space and the love that it requires? And see magic unfold. And every relationship will work out, Surya. There's no two ways about
So
it.
everyone watching this, the message we want to give loud and clear is, doesn't matter where you're starting, doesn't matter what is happening. If you can give that time, space, and love, and behave like friends and have a conversation, and it's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes, that can be a good starting point. And from there, build on it.
Build your life
Because
together.
you're one team, right? You're technically one team, right?
Yeah. How long will you be on two teams and wither? When you get on the same team together, it's you against everyone else. It's you becoming your best version, one day at a time, one step at a time, and one smile at a time can make this so beautiful.
Okay, so now both of you are working together and helping a lot of kids. What work do you guys do now?
Okay, we work with children especially and help them in academics and in personal development. So we believe that every child has a genius inside. You just have to have the right supportive environment to bring that genius outside, and they've got to figure it out. It's not like my father was a doctor, so I am a doctor, my grandchild is also going to be a doctor. That's not how it works. Every child is unique, so you help them identify their their skills by putting them through various experiential learning programs. They've got to learn it. They've got to do it. They've got, like for Ashley, I sent her to Harvard and Stanford for short-term learning programs. that opened her mind to so much possibilities that she ended up getting into London School of Economics. The girl who had failed all subjects has got into London School of Economics because she got the exposure of these Ivy League colleges. So that is what I do for other children, is we get them exposure globally. Whichever. Once you know that you're capable, you will stop playing small. That's what we do. And apart from that, we also work on mentoring parents to help them, single parents essentially. They don't have that supportive system of a family, so we become their extended family. That's where we are. And we run a training center in Chennai. We have teachers who are training children, and I'm Harvard trained, so we use these scientific methods to help children study better. And also other areas. Today's academics alone is not enough.
Correct.
You've got to actually have a very strong CV if you want to get into colleges outside of India, get scholarships and all of that. So there's so much to it than just classroom education.
Correct. Okay, Dr. Sharmila, some parents
Yeah.
check the kid's mobile, check the browser, and first, should they do it or not? Okay. What's your take on it? What's your message?
First is they should not do it, because your kids know technology way more than you do. The minute they know that you're checking, they will figure out better ways to hide things from you. So don't do it.
And they'll break the trust with the kid also.
Absolutely. You break the trust with the kid, and then it's going down the drain. Rather, I'll have open conversation. I call it the hot conversation. Honest and open conversation about why you want them to be safe online. It'd be a better conversation to start rather than going behind their back and seeing what they're doing. Your intention is to catch them doing wrong, or your intention is to keep them safe. Work on it accordingly. And when you start having these conversations, kids understand you. There used to be a time when there was a blue whale challenge. There was so much happening. And I was really scared for Ashley and her safety. And instead of going and checking her phone, I went, sat down, looked her eye to eye and told her, Papa, I'm really scared of you using the phone because this is happening. And she just gave me her phone and said, okay, I will not use it. It was so simple. But if I had gone behind and checked and all of that, I would have broken the trust that I built with her. So don't do it.
So your message is, please don't do it.
Don't do it. Have conversations with them and talk to them. Demystify it. You want them to be safe. That's your intention. Then talk to them about it and come up with ways where you can really be safe online.
That's a better message. Okay, now for parents who have kids and kids also watching, if they want to get their relationship better with their kids, what is your advice for them? What should they do?
First, start connecting with them as humans. Get down from your high horse of parent, I say, you do. That and all won't work. Gone are those days. You know, in our generation, your father says something, you will have to listen. You go press their leg. My generation, I was like this. This is a very different generation. You had telephones, the grandfather telephones. Now they are having cell phones, they are having phones on their mobile. So generation has changed. Change your parenting style also. If you really look at parents, they do two things. Either they parent exactly like their parent, or they parent exactly opposite of their parent. You ask yourself why you are parenting the way you are parenting, and you'll get your answer. And somewhere it is okay to forgive that little child of yours who has gone through the pain and not expect that your child will be exactly the same way as you are. Look at them with a fresh pair of eyes and come up with ways of parenting which will work for you and for the child. Make it a win-win relationship. Don't make it a I win, you lose relationship. It will not work out. If you really want to build a relationship with your child, you're also learning it for the first time. They are also learning it for the first time. Give it the benefit of doubt and work on the relationship.
Okay, for some parents who really live their life through the child, or some parents who take their anger on the child of what is happening around them, what is your advice to them?
Your child is not your therapist. Stop putting your problems on your children's heads and stop making them choose between the parent. It is not right. Not right at all. Because imagine a child. Which eye will you choose? The right eye or the left eye? Which parent will you choose? Father or the mother? Why are you making your children fight your battles? You grow up, be adult enough to handle your own battles. If you're not able to, go ask for help, go get into support groups or talk to a therapist or do whatever you want to handle and you clean up your mess. Don't put it on your child. Because imagine a 30-year-old, 40-year-old putting their problems on a 12-year-old. How will the child handle it? The child is already going through their own stress. They are handling their peers, their academics, their physical appearance, their hormones. They are already having their hands full. You be a parent to the child and stop expecting your child to be your therapist.
Okay. That's the message, loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
So now that you said this, I also want to give the message to the kids also, because the parents are really trying hard, right? So what is your message to the kids?
See, you were not born with a manual. Your parents are also understanding how to handle you. And they are doing their very best with the knowledge that they have. So, just like you want your parents to understand you, you also understand the parents. They are giving up on so much, they are sacrificing, they are working so hard without taking time off for themselves or doing things for themselves for your sake. So, connect with them and be grateful that you have a parent in your life. There are so many kids out there who don't have parents. So, don't take your parents for granted. Be thankful to them and start building the relationship. Give them a chance. You do so much for your friends, you give them opportunity. So, why don't you give your parents also a chance? Worth it.
Yeah, that's a good message, loud and clear. Dr. Sharmila, I think this conversation where we really covered a lot of things which are happening in the real world, and I think it was very informative. It was kind of opening a lot of things for people to really understand which direction to go. So thank you for this conversation. We have a couple of traditions in Greater Than Podcast. One is called 3 to 1.
Okay.
Okay, you have no idea what is the 3 to 1. We're going to start with 3.
Okay.
3 people you're grateful for.
Number one, my parents. For all the lessons that I learned from them, both for the support and the challenge. It was a mix of both. So that's first one to my parents. Second, my daughter. I am who I am because she gave me the opportunity to be her parent. So I'm absolutely grateful to her. And number 3 is you, Suren, because I came into Success Gyan at a time where I was lost, alone with my child, not knowing what to do, and going through the personal development programs, all that we did, the mentors that we got along the way, and the extended family that you helped us get. For me, a single parent cannot bring up a child. You need an entire village, and I got that village from you. So
thank you, Sharmila, because I'm really inspired to see the journey of you and Ashley. I remember 2017 or 17, you walked into a Success Gyan room. I remember the kid with you when you walked in, and the first conversation we had. When I look back to see what you guys are doing now, it's really inspiring. And my next wish is I'm going to get Ashley in that seat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a conversation with her because I want her point of view for the same topic we are having. Absolutely. Because I really want the parents also to know from a kid's point of view, and the kids also should know that what's going through, what is right and wrong. So I'm really looking forward for that.
I have one more thing there. In fact, she walked up to you as a 14-year-old, confused, and you gave her your book and you wrote on that, "See you at the top, Ashley." And she's held on to that word, Suren. So I think every parent should actually have a mentor for their child in their life. And it works so beautiful. In our culture, it is the Guru Sishya Parampara. It works really well. Whatever the parent is providing as a support internally, and if they can have a guru to actually help that external support, the child takes off. And it's I walking into that room, Suren, I never thought that Ashley will be the person that she is today, and very grateful.
And for some reason, I knew Ashley will that be person. Ashley, if you're watching this, I'm going to put you in the podcast next time. But thank you for being who you are. You're super inspiring. Okay, that's 3. Let's go to 2.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 rituals you do with Ashley.
Number one is we've started taking vacations together. As growing up, I never used to have vacation. But with Ashley, every year we have our vacation. Our birthdays are together. So we take off on a birthday trip and just spend that time together. And number two is actually we have date nights. Just me and Ashley together, nothing, no phones. We go to different places, try different cuisines, and we just build this relationship. Just because you have a good relationship doesn't mean you let it go. You actually build it one step at a time. So we love going out and having our date nights.
Brilliant. Okay, we did 3, 2. The one is one book you would want to recommend.
I'd recommend my book, I Misunderstood. It's not I misunderstood. It's I and the misunderstood. It shares about our perspective, my perspective as a parent and Ashley's perspective as a teen, to show that every situation has two perspectives. And when you're able to look at the perspectives and come on the same page, you end up building a beautiful relationship. So check out I Misunderstood.
Lovely. Okay, your final greater than message for the people watching this podcast.
Your relationship with your child is far greater than all the challenges that you're going through. So build that relationship. It's absolutely worth it. And I wish you all the very best. Much love.
Thank you for an amazing conversation, Dr. Sharmila. Really, really looking forward to have Ashley in the hot seat.
Yes, me too. Thank you so much, Suren. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you for staying till the end. This podcast is about helping you shift perspectives, push your limits, and take steps that actually move you forward. Just remember that you're greater than anything life throws at you. I am Surendran Jayshekhar signing off. We'll see you again next Friday at 8 p.m. Until then, love yourself. Don't take life too seriously. Live a life of meaning and purpose.